Hello everyone, I bring you Napoleonic Wars, and slightly different this time. This is the Napoleonic Leagues Cup, and you can see that we don't have a lot of regiments. We have 2 regiments. It's a 1v1, yes, the 3rd versus those fine fellows from the APP. So you can see all of these guys, yeah, good numbers, and we're going to see what they're going to be up against, because we have the French Empire as played by the 8PP, and against the United Kingdom. Look at these fine fellows. And I'm still a bit croaky and coffee, I do apologise. Here, leading the line, Captain Alexander Cameron. And Mac Allen in there, and Chester Draws, love that name. William Stones, Edward Allen, John Tellum, Harry Green, Lee Blackwell. Oh, look at that for an about face. And oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, an about face very quickly. And they ambushed the 8PP. They turned around very quickly indeed. A fine ambush coming in there from the 3rd. James McDonald gets taken down. I paused to cough my guts up. And you can see Steve Gates also being murdered horribly as they get in there for a little bit of a melee. So that was a very nice about face there by the 3rd. Caught the 8PP napping, and here goes Okra. Unfortunately, he gets taken down from the 8PP, and the stabby goodness continues in this small hilllet. However, Grenadier Owen remains, and here he is, Grenadier Owen, the last man standing of the French army. There's no firing in charge. Is he going to take on... Is it a 1v1? Is it a mono? A mono? Oh, it's Commander versus Grenadier. Look at this. And his troops standing back, letting him fight one-on-one. Very honourable combat occurring here. Oh, stabbed in the testicles. Unfortunate. And we'll move on to the next round. So, 1-0 to the 3rd. And do apologise if I do take some libations. Now, let's see. The APP get up on the top of that hill there and start the firing into the 3rd already. Look at this. And they're going in, and look at that fine drilling, turning to one side to load their rifle muskets and getting ready to move out. As you can see, head start of the Napoleonic League Cup is Obi. He is running everything, and there's some fine kills coming in from the 8PP, claiming a few members of the 3rd. And now you can see the 3rd trying to get away behind some of this cover that's being offered to them. Thomas Lanois is leading the line there. You can see there's Alexander Cameron at the back, so they've done an about face very quickly indeed. Oh, fire coming in. Poor old Thomas gets taken down very quickly. And a few members of the 3rd taking some bullet hits. And these guys now moving into what they hope will be a safe position over these undulating hills, and moving, if they can, in a roundabout direction to try and then engage the 8PP. Here is the 3rd, setting up, getting ready. Look at this. Being patient. Now they immediately start moving to their left. War cries in the background as the 8PP immediately about face and turn in the opposite direction, knowing that they don't want to get ambushed again. And then they turn again. Look at this. This is literally like chess, back and forth, back and forth. And now they're moving forward in a charge. And here we go. Look at this. They move forward about 10 feet. And you can see Okra moving the guys over to the right-hand side to try and get away, making use of the cover of those hills as best they can. They want to get that advantageous position onto the 3rd. And a shot into Chester Draws from Martinez. Lovely shot coming in from him. And poor old Chester is no more. So we move over as Robert Cooper Ensign at the rear of the 3rd. You can see them now moving up. This could be it. This could be the crucial moment. APP taking down multiple members of the 3rd. Down goes Cox, down goes Stones, down goes McAllen and Blackwell. Oh, this is going to be brutal. The trouble is the 3rd They can only stop and form a line, so they stop and form a line very quickly. Can they get the kill? No, they have to turn around and go back in the opposite direction. Now, this is what's good about a 1v1. It's a completely different style of battle, completely different tactics. Can they get in the fire? Oh, the dodging! Look at that dodging coming in from the members of the 8PP. Fantastic bullet dodging coming in. And poor old Harry Green taken down. And a nice team kill by Baker. And look at this. Fantastic stuff going on. As now, oh God. Oh, this is not going well. It's not going well for a commanding officer. Alexander Cameron fighting for his life, being attacked by multiple French army men. And manages to force a team kill at the same time. And they even it up with 1-1. Fantastic. With a nice team kill as well. So we'll be back with the next round. It is 1 round apiece. And it's 10 rounds in total. So I suppose 5-5 could be the best. Let's see. And you can see they're going to need to drop 1 in order. Oh, and there he goes. Poor old Baker has been unceremoniously dropped. Quite literally. And now the 8PP getting into a position. Look at this fire coming in, but the hill protecting the 3rd. And the 8PP, oh, moving back. Look at that, bullets coming in. Nice shooting into other members of poor old recruit Marfon, or Marchfon, I should see. And you can see the 8PP suffering some casualties right now, but they are returning fire. Grenadier Mikhail firing back at William Stones. And here you see the 3rd with a fantastic fuselage. Patrick being taken down. And there's Thomas Lacroix. And there's Lee Blackwell. Michel Ney. A name of quite significant import to the French army. Now they start to move forward. They're going to be looking for the enemy, and the enemy's already moved. Look at that. The enemy moving very quickly indeed. This is what's so fantastic about the 1v1, is the speed at which these lines can move, and then they have to immediately change direction to try and anticipate where the enemy is going to be going. And you can see them moving in here, and they're getting closer and closer. Now the trouble is it means that these guys are going to have to, the English are going to have to turn just at the right moment in order to get the fire on, because look at this is what's going to happen. Can he do it in time? He's going to come in, and no, he's not going to be able to fire in time, and there we go, this could be it. He forces the line, there we go, the line comes in, and a shot in the back. Eltarek and Elazal, and also Mikhail have been taken down as well by the members of the 3rd, and Chester draws. Oh, poor Chester. Oh, poor Chester. Keeps catching bullets with his face. Bless him. Oh, so does Christopher Hayden as well. And you can see them, look at that, filling the gaps in the line. Good work here by the members of the 3rd, and the 8PP taking damage, taking casualties, and these guys taking some serious hits, and they really need... Oh dear, poor old... who was that? Molody Pollock and Haku Lucard, also being Alucard, I should say, being taken down, and the 3rd... Oh, this is a bad situation here for the 8PP. They are standing and fighting. Down goes Alcra. And also another member of the 8PP. 3 members of the 8PP. Oh, dear. Officer aim. Officer aiming occurred there, ladies and gentlemen. And he has been slain for his trouble. The remaining members of the 8PP, last man standing. It's 1 8PP against the 3rd. And unfortunately for Rilv, he was unable to get it done. We move on to the next round. So currently it is 2-1 to the 3rd. And you can see the 8PP. Fine fellows, don't they look handsome today? And look at that, William Stone's claimed Dylan Mabry as well, and more fire coming back into the 8PPs. You can see them standing on the top of that hill, firing back at their enemy. You can see the smoke. They're using some of that rock for cover. And you can see Okra there with probably the most accurate pistol ever in gaming. Yeah, you'd be lucky to hit a barn door from like a foot away with that damn thing. So there you can see the 8PP suffering from some casualties. And let's just see, so 13 and 14, so it's still pretty even right now as the 3rd continuing to stand here and shoot back at the enemy. Oh, filling gaps, yes, but not with bodies. Not with bodies. Don't really want to fill them with bodies. This poor old advanced noob is no more advanced. And he's not a noob anymore. He's now a corpse, unfortunately. Poor old advanced. So you can see these guys filling up those gaps. Most important. And the 8PP continuing to fire. Look at these guys standing up in the battle. Keep those gaps together. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is all about keeping those gaps together. This is the kind of thing that happened for real. You've got to keep those shoulders to shoulder type stuff going on. It's all part of the rules, all part of the historical aspect of this game. And here we go. Looks like they're going to try and form up another line to try and cover the members of the 3rd as they're starting to rotate round to the left-hand side. But they've paused. They're waiting. Taking the time to reload. And the 8PP seem to be very quiet right now. They're definitely up to something. The 3rd move out to the left. Footsteps in the snow. The 8PP also moving over to the left. Behind the snowy hills. Using hills and trees for cover. There we go. They appear at the top of the hill. Nearby the bodies of the British Army enemy. And you can see them going in for a shot. But hard stuff. Very hard with the accuracy of these rifle muskets. And now the British. I'll pull it forward. Steve Gates. Oh, Lim and Edward Allen all shot brutally down by the 8PP with fine sustained fire coming in. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. They form up into a line very close to the 8PP. Taken down. Welk, poor old Welk and match form as well. Marzal and there, of course, Melody Pollock. And now, here we go. They're coming in there. There was a nice stab going in there into Mycroft Holmes. Fine name, sir. And now, it is the members of the English Army. Oh, and a fine team kill. Chester has killed the penetrator. The penetrator has been penetrated with a bayonet. Probably not what he had in mind. Oh, a fine stab coming in there into recruit Frocks from Hayden. And there is Okra. Okra going nuts, going bananas. Can he do it? Oh, so close. 3-2 there at the end. And there you have it. That is the 3rd winning that round. And we shall be back with the next one very shortly. So, 3-1 to the 3rd. And here come the brave members of the 8PP. Look at these fine, sturdy fellows. Don't they look wonderful? Look at them, so brave. So well drilled. Look at them. Waiting for their enemy. But where is their enemy? Their enemy doesn't seem to be here. So they probably sent an invite out for the enemy and the enemy didn't get it. It got stuck in the post, something along those lines. So, the 8PP need to go looking for them. There we go, they found them. The 3rd have been located and at Macallan. Hayden as well, taken down as well. Oh, goodness me. Oh, brutal fire coming in from the 8PP. Fantastic shooting coming in from them. They've trimmed off the numbers of the 3rd pretty substantially. But now the 3rd are getting close. There we go, the line has been formed. Alexander Cameron has formed that line as poor old Fizrek gets taken down as well. And now, members of the 8PP, there's poor old Melody Pollock and Haku Alucard as well. Harry Green taken down, shot to pieces as the 8PP continue to hold the line. Look at those guys. Always wondered why he holds the pistol up sort of like that. It looks somewhat strange and penile. But anyway, just a strange way my mind works when it works. So, the 8PP moving forward as a line. Look at that. Fantastic drilling coming in from the APP, filling up those gaps, making sure that they can try and lay down as much fire onto the enemy as they possibly can. And a bit of fire being laid down, but unfortunately no hits thus far, or at least no kills, we should say. They may have hit a few. As the third, oh, correction, Richard Cox and McBray. Oh, and Chester draws. No, not Chester again. Oh, poor Chester. I think he needs to change the hairstyle. That might be what's giving them a good target to aim for. And now the third retreat behind the cover of the hill. Alexander Cameron out with the spyglass any second now. So wait and see. He's going to spyglass him to death. There you go. The reload done. And now we fly over to the APP. Get an idea of what they're doing. Now, they're waiting in a relatively exposed position, but it looks like, here we go, we're now starting to move out with Okra leading the line forward. And who's telling Charlie? There's Penetrator. Fine, Mr. Penetrator. He looks like a horse. I have to say, fantastic face there, sir. Fantastic face designs on this game. And here we go, in comes the fire. Coming in from the APP. Can they get... Oh, look at that. Couple of lovely kills onto Edward Allen and Liam Mann as well from the third. And let's see how the numbers vary. 8 and 15. So nearly a 2-to-1 advantage. As there is Alexander Cameron. And these guys using this little indent in the hills to provide them with cover pretty much all around. That's really, really helpful. But also, they've got to be careful because this guy is going to have to keep visibility of what the APP are doing. And this is what they're doing. They are moving quickly. You can see there. There we go. They form the line. Going in there to form the line as quickly as they can. Down goes Mycroft Holmes. And also Bartus. Look at that hole filled almost immediately. As in the hole where he was standing, not his... Yeah, you know, I think you get the general gist of what I'm saying. Anyway, the APP have fired, forcing the enemy to retreat. And here comes Alexander Cameron, and it could be a charge into melee. Oh, it looks like they're going to stop and try and fire. Look at that dodging, left, right and centre, but Tellem doesn't make it. Neither does Cooper. And the stabby goodness begins, ladies and gentlemen, as the British start pinwheeling backwards as quickly as they possibly can. Robert Cooper, here is Steve Gates, trying to defend himself, stabbed in the bottom, brutally murdered. Oh, and a nice penetrator there. Kill into Wilk. And there we have it, a win for the APP. And we'll move on to the next round. So, 3-2 in favour of the third against the APP. Oh heavens! Someone drank the Napoleonic Kool-Aid. Now, you can see there that the sides have been changed. Most important for balance, fair sides. And we shall be underway. And we are live. And of course our thanks to Obi for adminning this event. And it's fantastic to watch like these 1v1s because they're still Napoleonic Wars. They're still the same game at its heart, but the tactics vary so much because you've got a much smaller detachments, and I love the way that they literally just do an about face and immediately change direction. That just looks so cool. I'm such a nerd, I know. Anyway, now here you can see the third moving up, making use of this stone for cover. So this marker stone, providing them with this lovely indent. This is such a good spot to be because it gives you relatively good cover from a lot of areas. But you've also got to be aware of where the enemy is because you don't want to get snuck up on. And ouch! Steve Gates catching a bullet from Patrick. Fantastic shot from Patrick there. Oh, Harry Green. Oh my goodness, more fire coming in from the APP. And the third taking some damage. And look at them dodging left, right and centre. Look at these guys. Oh, they're dodging really hard right now. Oh, serious amounts of dodging. Look at that. Oh, God, I love this game. It's so great. And now you can see Alexander Cameron moving in even closer, trying to get up close and personal to the APP. And there we go, he forms the line right next to the APP. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Oh, it's nasty. It's horrible. It's gun-filled. It's just murderous. Dear, oh dear. And there we go, they turn. And they return fire once they get back. And there we go. Oh, more people from the APP. Firing back into the third, and now the third charging in for the eventual melee. And this is going to be... Oh, look at this. The APP turning to run, but no. They decide to turn and fight eventually. As Edward Allen gets taken down, John Tellan also. Thomas Lanois. And look at this. Oh, goodness me. The APP doing a good job right now. Let's have a look at that. There's 8, 11 and 14, so it's pretty even right now between these two guys. As poor old Patrick gets taken down. Penetrator is no more. Here's McCallan trying to defend himself against multiple Brits attacking. There's Lee Blackwell, or Blackwell. And there's McCallan, who's this fine fellow defending himself. Correction, that was Grenadier Bartus. Look at this. And here is Wilk. Oh, poor Wilk. Didn't stand a chance against a large majority of the French army. So, we now move on to the next round. So there you have it. Obi keeping the scores 4-2 to the third. And here we go. The APP setting up. And Thomas Lanois taken down already. Long distance shot from Martinez. And Mikel into Chester. No, not Chester again. Oh, poor Chester. Oh, poor Chester. We feel so bad for Chester. Oh, bless. Anyway, let's find out. As you can see them, there we go. They do the about face very quick. And another about face as well. Oh, the drilling of these guys. It's fantastic to watch. It is so good. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot wait for Mountain Blade Bannerlord and then for a Napoleonic Wars mod to come out, because you know it's going to happen. Obviously, the Mountain Musket that originally came out, that Napoleonic Wars is based off of. Just, wow, it will be fantastic. Oh, perhaps less so for Steve Gates, though, as he seems to be somewhat dead. So these guys now moving in closer towards the APP, maybe getting into an outflanking position. Couple of shots going in. Not exactly what... a somewhat boomerangic line, I suppose you could say, by the third, but, you know, we won't quibble about these details, as Bartus has been taken down, as has the poor Mr. Advanced Noob. As you can see, he was at half the man he used to be. Poor Advanced Noob. And now we move on to follow the APP, as they're looking for a good spot. See, this is a nice spot here. Look at that. Good, smart play there by the commanding officer. Place that gives you cover, and then you can get onto a hill and use the visibility to see where the enemy is coming from. So, you can move up to that hill yet, try and engage some of them as they run. I love the way they all turn to the left as soon as they start loading. Oh, just the drilling of these guys. It's just fantastic to watch. And here come the third. Alexander Cameron in the lead. And look at that. Looks like the APP have got the line first. The dodging begins by the third. Richard Crox does not manage to dodge enough. And there we go. They're forming a line on the left-hand side. And they... oh dear. The Polish guy's running for it. I think it is. I think based on the language I've seen, it's Polish. Especially with a name like Melody Polak. I would guess they are. So, fine. Polish regiment. Here we go. Look at that. Physic 12. And back at the end there, there's Patrick. Fantastic stuff. So, 15 and 14 is still all to play for with these guys. Fine beardage occurring today as well. Sometimes you just get a camera shot and you think, now that is what you call a thumbnail. It's just beautiful. So, you can see here that unfortunately APP didn't manage to get any kills on the third as they were making their way through here. So now the third are going to line up and have their pot shot at the enemy. There we go, Grenadier Michal. And poor old Wilt gets taken down again. I would say that is that Waker Palanin? Possibly. I don't know. To be honest, you know me. Oh dear, poor old Wilf goes down. Lee Matt Blackwell as well. You know me, I can hardly... Oh, heavens above. Shots coming in from the APP. Devastating to the third right now, as Baker gets also taken down as well. So, like I was saying, you guys know me. I can hardly speak English. I wouldn't even try and speak Polish. Whoopsie daisy. Liam Mann shot down by Physic 12. The Polish assassin. Let's see what's going on here. Huzzah indeed, as the APP retreat to a safer location with more cover available to them. There we go, that's what they're looking for. There we go, they turn and they face their enemy, who they can see over the top of the hill. Just heads and shoulders. And obviously other hair products are available. So, okay. And down goes William Stone and poor old Michelle Ney, recruit of the third. And here is Robert Cooper, ensign of the third. And you can see them moving forward, snaking forward. And there we go, a quick and about face, lovely about face there by the APP, and a fire coming in, and the APP immediately about facing and then charging in with a bayonet. Stabby goodness occurring over here, ladies and gentlemen. Mycroft Holmes doing his best, and a fine kill into Madge Fon as well, as Mac Allen unfortunately catches a bayonet with his nose. And there's Krasowski. God only knows it. Oh dear, poor old Marzarel has just team killed his commanding officer. That's going to go down well. Whoops-a-daisy. Who's this defending himself? Dylan McBree from the third. Defending himself. Oh, a fine turning stab, and they killed each other. Wow, okay. That's a new one on me. As finally, the French Empire have won that round. And we move on to the next one. So, we are back. Oh, gunfire starting already. God, these guys don't hang around, do they? As we now move over to the third. Michelle Ney there at the rear. Actually, Robert Cooper at the rear. And these guys moving up. So you can see 20 men, 21 aside. So, pretty basic battle skills here. Look at this, the APP waiting. Getting ready to present. And doing their calisthenics. You got to stay fit, you got to stay ready. Yep, there we go. Okra seems to have timed out. So, the admin there doing what the admin has to do and make the game not live, as the commanding officer seems to have timed off the server. So we'll be back when Okra is returned. So, we're now back again after the return of Okra. He has been resurrected quite quickly, I have to say. And now you can see the APP engaging the enemy. There's Mr. Okra, the recently resurrected Okra. Look at that. Using his fine pistol for no use whatsoever. And now, look at the distance here. The third are keeping their distance. Behind the rock. Getting set up. You can see sorting the line out, sorting out the gaps, getting everything together. And now you can see them moving. Well, precisely. So, here we see, up ahead, the APP formed in a line, waiting for the third. The third's take... Oh, there we go. Look at that. An about face almost immediately. And a double about face. Look at that. Beautiful stuff coming in from the third. That's something that you don't see often in the big line battles. And that's a shame. Oh, look at this. Dodging coming in here from the third. Oh, but Edward Allen failing to dodge. And oh, Jack Reeves, unfortunately, coming a cropper. As now the third move closer to their quarry. Closer and closer still, reeling them, drawing them in. Can they go? Yep, there we go. They form the line. To the man's left. And they fire at the APP. Retreating. Oh, MacDonald and Hayden. Oh, great responsive fire coming in from the APP there. It looks like they only lost a man, but they managed to gain at least 2 off their enemy. And who's this at the back here? Recruit Krasutsky? I have no idea. I just...
For king and country!
Yeah, let's leave it at that. Oh dear.
For king and country!
And there is Okra. Firing. And now, literally firing as soon as they fire. Oh dear. He doesn't look very well, does he? And now you can see the APP moving over to the left-hand side into this indent here with the cover that it then provides. So, we fly over to the third. So the current score is 5-2 to the third. Look at this Alexander Cameron looking fine, resplendent. Oh, but no, Dylan McBree behind him and Andrew Kent behind him also. Looking less resplendent now, looking somewhat dead. As the third decide to pause and fire back with Mycroft Holmes and William Stones. That almost rhymes. Oh dear, bullet hits here and there, dodging left, right and centre. So they managed to at least cut down a few of the APP as they engaged. Well, precisely. Now look at these guys waiting. Paused. Waiting for an opportunity. Waiting to see what the enemy decides to do. This is turning into a very defensive match. Well, yeah. So here they are. The APP. Holding their position. Don't they look fantastic?
Company on me!
Apparently this game is called Napoleonic Wars. So, that's fair. I mean, you know, you do have to set up camp. Here we go. Out. Comes the bullets. Into the third. The third take a... Oh, not Chester again. God damn it, Chester. Dear, oh dear. Poor Chester. I just want to see one round where Chester survives. That would be nice. Oh, the charge. Look at this. Charging into the loads of bits. And they turn and bring out the bayonets. Oh, my goodness. That was... Oh, that was just literally like... Yeah, we're fine. Ha! Bayonets. And so Richard Cox taken down. And Harry Green taken down. On the APP doing a fantastic job here. And you can see also there's Cube there being taken out. And Scabies as well. And, of course, a team kill in there for Robert Cooper. On to Robert Cooper. Stabby goodness. Oh, and Polak kills Okra with a team kill. What a beautiful finish. Poor Okra. Never mind. Let's move on to the next round. Well, here they are. Hello. There's some French people. Running through the snow.
Vive l'Empereur!
Well, precisely. Now, let's see what they're up to. Aha!
Vive la France!
Vive indeed. As we're looking at their team, and we can see, here we go. À l'attaque indeed. As the bullets come in, a few hits onto the British Army. But they're still moving forward. Out goes that pistol. Here's the APP returning fire. And all of a sudden their enemy has disappeared. They could be lying on the floor, they could be dead. Or they could be hiding like the sneaky French people they are. Look at that, hiding behind the hill. Keeping their numbers hidden. Keeping their position and their movement hidden. Until all of a sudden they move out. And then get shot. Oh dear me. Never mind, let's see. So here we are, looking at these guys. And you can see now. Engaging. Against the British Army, the APP. Now they're forming a line-up. Oh, he very nearly went AFK just at the wrong moment. That could have been a tad embarrassing. And the APP forming up. Reloading. Look at that. Fine audio commands coming in from the commanding officer of the APP. Fantastic stuff. Pistol in hand. Okra. Look at that. Fine nozzle. Fine nozzle on Okra there. As Andrew Kent catches a bullet coming in from the APP. And we move over to see the movement of the third. As you can see them closing up on their quarry. So, let's see, where are they going to form the line? Probably just over this hill section. But the APP are retreating. And the third are tracking them down. And there we go, the APP turn and fire! Oh, look at that! Oh, brutal fire coming into the members of the third. Multiple members of the third being taken down by that quick stop and shoot there by the members of the APP. Fantastic drilling there by the APP. Really, really good. Very impressive to see. And now it looks like, yeah, the French Empire with the third are on the back foot by at least 8 players, and that could be very important. So Alexander Cameron, he's now waiting to see. There we go, they turn. Look at that, and he responds immediately by about facing, and they turn an about face again. Look at this. Oh, this is like chess. This is fantastic. Look at these guys going back and forward and back and forward. Are they going to get into melee range? Are they going to get into firing range? Are they going to be able to get into it? Yes, they can. They charge in as Jack Reeves gets shot. Dodging left, right and centre. And the bayonetti fun begins. And I think it's fair to say that the French Empire do not have the numbers on their side right now. Less so when they get stabbed in the face. Oh dear. As Hades murders Haku Alucard. Hurrah indeed. As I get a helicopter fly over my house. Thank you for breaking the immersion, you bastards. Oh, stabbing fineness coming in from Robert Cooper. Oh, more stabby goodness. Oh, look at that fine block coming in from Rob. But unfortunately, it was not enough for him. Who's left standing? It's James MacDonald with a sword. And a hole in the forehead, courtesy of a bayonet. Followed by a quick surrender. We'll be back with the next round. 5-4, ladies and gentlemen. 5-4. Look at this. And now we can see the members of the APP. Oh dear, perhaps not that one. Firing back at the enemy. Look at this. As here's the third moving up. Into firing position. Oh dear, poor Christopher Hayden. Oh, goodness me, look at that. Oh, wow. Fantastic shooting from the APP, cutting down members of the third. At a crucial moment before they've even had a chance to fire back, and now you can see the APP stopping, getting ready to turn and fire. But Cameron is charging in. Look at this. Officer on officer action here, ladies and gentlemen. And now, the melee. Oh, no, dear, that's terrible. And there we go. Down goes Robert Cooper. Let's have a look at the numbers, 12 and 16. So, the French Empire have it all to do. But look at the numbers of the APP being murdered. Oh, my goodness. Oh, down goes poor old Alexander Cameron. But the members of the APP are being absolutely butchered right now. Oh, this is really bad for the APP. Look at this. Oh, the French Empire have won the round. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A win for the third. Only just. It was very close. Well played. 6-4 in favour of the third. And a well played to both teams. That was fantastic to watch. And we shall... Great cardio, as he says. We shall see you again, no doubt, for more Napoleonic Wars. Take care, everyone. We'll see you later.